Alright, so one other thing I can do with this, with my system, is I've got an extra cab on the truck. If I really got into some really bad weather, or I just didn't want to deal with it or whatever, my back seat here folds down, and it has a metal back on it, which makes a nice flat platform inside of here. Well, I can take that beast and my whole setup right there off the ground. I can shove it right in here, and I could go to sleep right here, and I could be totally out of the elements if I wanted to. Let me show you that. Alright, so obviously it's an advantage to me because I'm only 5'10", so I can do this. You know, if you're taller, maybe you can't. Or maybe you can make it work, you know. So, if I close the door, you won't be able to see anything, so I'll leave it open. But so anyway, so here I am inside of here. I can do the same thing in here. I can pull this thing, I can pull it completely over my head. So I'm all the way inside of here. I got 3 inches of cushioning underneath me in the beast. I got 2 blankets over top of me. You know, size that it got stranded in a blizzard or something like that. I can be inside the vehicle, which gets me out of the wind and rain, or, well, wouldn't be rain in a blizzard, or snow, whatever. I'd at least be out of all those elements inside, protected, and with plenty of insulation, plenty of padding underneath me for insulation and for comfort, so I could sleep very nicely in here without any trouble. So it's a nice setup of gear right here to have in a vehicle as an emergency. Even if you just used it only to sleep in your vehicle somehow, you know. You could even lay seats back and lay this setup on the seats. So you'd have the beast underneath you to give some extra padding and insulation. Throw a couple of these over top of you as blankets. Yeah, go well below zero without any problem in staying warm in an emergency situation in a vehicle. So this little setup like this is pretty nice to have, whether for camping or for emergency. And I always, you know, if we're ever driving out of town or whatever, going cross countries or whatever, I always like to have this stuff in whatever vehicle I'm in, just for that reason. So if something happens, you know I'm good to go. So anyway, Perry Peacock with Wilderness Innovation. Our gear is not just for camping, it's for preparedness, for survival, for whatever. And it's designed to complement whatever you're using normally. So, you know, I've got this on right now, but I can take this gear and put on, in fact, I'll show you. I can put on the Osni Cloak over top of what I got right now and just add to it. Give myself even more protection. If it's really windy or stormy or whatever, I can throw the poncho over top of all that, and even at a greater degree. And for me, that's full length. So I'm from clear down below my shins, clear up over my head, protected all the way with this gear. All right, so here's the Osni Cloak that we've been using as an underquilt and a blanket. Now I loosen the hood up. So now, see, I've got a cloak on here, full length. Goes all the way down. Got a hood on it that I can cinch up, be around my neck, around my head. And this thing, this thing has double-sided snaps, so I can snap this up like normal. I can also snap it I can also fully snap it into my poncho so that it integrates, so it's attached right to the poncho. I don't usually do that, but sometimes I do. But all I got to do, like this is warm right now, I could just wear this around just like this and snap it all the way down. I just got it snapped right here for now, but I could snap it all the way down. I could wear this around as a full-length coat. And this thing is nice and warm. But let's say it gets windy or stormy, you know, kind of worse weather conditions, I can put the poncho right over the top of this. They're made to work together. Let me show you that. So once again, we're using the poncho for a hammock, in hammock mode there. So I just undo the hood. And now the hood's full. So now, so the hood on the Osni is designed to fit inside the hood on the poncho. So now I got wind protection and rain protection, snow protection, whatever. And like I say, I can either snap these two things together and make them integrated, or I can just snap the poncho to itself over the top of the Osni. And because the poncho creates a wind barrier, it just by itself over top of the poncho can add another 15 or so degrees to your comfort range, because you're able to retain a climate inside of this whole setup. Now you might be thinking that, what about moisture buildup in here? Well, that's not a big deal, because even though the poncho is waterproof and moisture cannot escape through it, because it's not sewn in at the bottom or sewn in around the edges, it's open, any moisture that passes through your clothing and hits the poncho, that moisture hits the poncho in cold weather like this, that vapor will turn to ice crystals and then those will fall out the bottom into the snow. So with this, you're basically constantly getting rid of any moisture buildup by it freezing and dropping out the bottom. You see, it's really ideal stuff to have. You may not use it all the time, but it's valuable just to have in case of emergency or just for convenience in different situations. And I'll tell you what, it's really, really warm. Very good stuff to have. Well, I got some chili going. Got me some chili and some sourdough bread to dip in it. It's going to be good. That's just hot water for something. Dishes. Anyway, kind of the tail end of my camp here, I think. My final meal. Sirius XM, Garth Brooks channel. That's what's on right now. Alright, the chili's been boiling here. Put down a little sourdough to toast up. That will go perfectly with the chili while I'm listening to a little country here. Chilling out in the country, out in the wilderness. It's pretty lovely to be out here, let me tell you. It's a blessing, no doubt about it. It's beautiful, quiet. Haven't seen or even heard a soul today. That's how I like it. Her today. Now, this is some real music here. This is from the heart. I'm away. Stop loving her today. Do, do. And that's it right there, man.
Music and Garth favorites by other artists.
I think you hear more people going, there aren't any great singers anymore. People scratch that. Here's one of the greatest singers that ever walked the face of the planet. Here's Adele.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years that I different between us.
I believe we're toasted. Beans are done. Put this on a plate and eat now. Well, it's time to eat. Sun's gonna be down in half an hour or so. And here's this spoon. Sun's gonna be down about a half hour, and as I get back over to here, the ground is gonna be more melted and soft because it tilts like this and the sun can get it. So I want to get over there in case I get to a spot that I got to take a detour. I don't want to have to try to figure that out in the dark. So, I'm going to leave earlier than I planned. But even once I get out to the main road, it's just dirt. And it was pretty sloppy coming in last night. Today hasn't been any cooler than yesterday, so I expect it might even be worse today, so it could be really a headache. So I'm going to blast out of here shortly. Homemade chili. Really good. Really, really good. Toasted sourdough. Makes a good spoon. Anyway, hope you like my little camp. I didn't go exploring much or anything like that. I've been up here so much I know I've already been everywhere. I just kick back and relax this time. And I slept a lot. So, Prairie Peacock Wilderness Innovation. Sun's fixing to go down shortly. I'm going to be out of here. Take care. See you on the next video. Well, there we are. Look. How much money you think it's going to cost me to watch this thing? It could take a little bit. You know how the other side is. Well, guess we'll soon see.